What's up, guys? My name is Chaotic, back at you guys a little one today, coming at you guys with a video about the euphoria that Etizolam gives you. Now, I wanted to make a retrospective video specifically and most importantly for Etizolam, my favorite RC benzo of all time. I would have to say it is. It's better than any Xanax I've done. I don't know why, but it's a little more euphoric, at least in my opinion. It's probably because I have more experience with this chemical, but you know what? That is the whole point. That I want, I should have more experience. This is why I'm talking about it. And if you guys have more experience than me, leave it down in the comments, because I've only done that stuff for like at least 2 years, and then now it's gone. So very sad, very sad. It's very sad what happened to the RC benzo scene right now, man. All I could really, squander up is I actually got some bars, and I just tested that shit. Definitely no fentanyl. I didn't die, but I tested that shit with a test strip. And guess what? The test strip was a dud, so I had to fucking use myself as a test strip, and this shit was good. So you know what? You're just gonna have to go back to buying fake bars. If you can source the ones that have bromazolam specifically, those ones are the most safe. Okay, you don't have to worry about fentanyl being in that. No one's really gonna fucking cut a RC benzo, but they might. You better be careful. But anyways, now benzos are bad. Okay. I really only got them because I'm sort of in a stressful period of my life again. So if I really need a stress relief like that bad, I will use it. But other than that, I am not addicted anymore. I do not like that shit no more. You can tell right now, I am definitely not on it. Okay, my voice is fucking clear. And plus, for my job right now, I'm selling life insurance, so I cannot afford to be looking like a fool, So no more looking like a fool off of benzos. Okay, and that goes for you guys too. You guys better get off that shit. Maybe it's a good thing the RC benzo scene kind of went to shit. I don't want any of you guys suffering from addiction. Okay, and benzo's addiction, it's a really strange one. Okay, it sneaks up on you very, very fast. You're fine taking it, and then all of a sudden you take it too much, take it too long, and then the withdrawal hits. So, anyways, this isn't really just to shun anybody. Just be wary of what you're using. Thank you. Anyways, so let's get into the video about Euphoria with Etizolam. So Etizolam has a distinct euphoria I've normally felt on Etizolam. I feel like it's because it's a thianodiazepine, not a benzodiazepine. There's something different about the group it's in. It's a little weaker than an actual benzo, like a bromazolam, alprazolam. So the benzo ring makes it stronger for sure. But that's not knocking Etizolam. So Etizolam, man, I don't know what is up with it, but I think it's because of the less inhibitory effects. It has a little less. So in that regard, it's a little more euphoric. Now, I think it actually works like a antidepressant or something. Some people get it prescribed, I think, for the mood. And it's actually, that's why I assume it probably produces more dopamine than other benzos. That's probably why it's more euphoric, I would assume, pharmacologically. I'm not sure. I'm not expert at all. But anyways, these are just my opinions. Don't take any of this to heart, or don't take it too literal, man. Always leave up room for opinions. Leave your opinion down in the comment as well. I'm really glad to read that stuff and respond. So anyways, Etizolam. Now, this shit is the most relaxing fucking benzo I've ever done. I gotta say, hands down. For some reason, there's a side effect with it though. However, it made me extremely irritable easily because it lasts 4 hours. It doesn't last 6 hours. It's a little shorter lasting than other benzos. So that also means the benzo ring in benzos makes it last longer in your brain. So this doesn't last as long. So it's a little more it feels a little less of a benzo. But that's where the euphoria hits. So because it feels like that, you take more of it, right? And then not just you take more of it, it's actually just a lot more euphoric the higher dosage range you take. So I've taken all the way from, half a milligram to fucking 9 milligrams, okay? Now, that 9 milligram blackout Etizolam video I made in the past, that shit really happened. What I like about Etizolam, it's actually harder for you to black out. And thus, there's actually more euphoria, the longer you stay up while using it, the more euphoria you can experience. And as well as it's because it's not gonna shut you down immediately that there is euphoria. Like, because your brain is not only anxiety, ridden, right? It is just euphoric because it makes it feel so comfortable. Man, it feels like something's hugging you the whole time when you're on Etizolam. The euphoria is just crazy. It's like a little blanket, more than a blanket. Like, I swear, your senses, everything feels good to touch. Everything feels good to, like, say. Everything feels good to do, right? But obviously, you do not want to be out in public on this shit. You will look fucking stupid, okay? And that's 3 milligrams or more, okay? Cut that shit to like 2 milligrams, man, or less. Because depending on your tolerance, I'm sure you guys have some sick tolerance. But anyways, depending on your tolerances, don't ever go over 2 milligrams, okay? That's with no tolerance, okay? You can easily take 2 milligrams and probably still be functional. But any more than that, you're risking a partial blackout. And it happens very fucking quickly, okay? This is no joke. This benzo is pretty fucking strong, I would say. The last time I had it was in September. Pretty actually recent. I'm glad I have still had that shit recently, and now I think it's fucking gone. I don't know where to find it. I don't have sources for that shit. And I'm the one that had all the sources, right? But I even can't find it now. So yeah, I know other people are screwed right now. And it's really interesting how this chemical just kind of showed up and just went away. Shouldn't fucking do that. This is actually prescribed in other countries too, so I think it's always gonna be circulating in some regard. It's actually, manufactured in a fact. It's manufactured, so it's a legit prescribed medicine. And I think Japan, some other Asian countries, some other countries over there. I'm not sure, but yeah, I know it's prescribed over there for sure. And actually, did you know that the United States has actually accepted that Etizolam has medical use, but won't market it? So literally, I was reading this information, and it says that it has accepted medical use, but they haven't marketed it. So they actually realize there is research. No, they have enough research to know that it's safe for medicinal use. But of course, they're not gonna fucking market it because they would have another benzo. I would say they'd have another benzo like crisis. Okay. It would be worse. And the reason why they're clamping down on the benzos is because of the fentanyl in the benzos. And people are fucking... Yeah, so they really have to clamp down hard on that shit. And Etizolam, man, it's very habit-forming, okay? It's a little more than habit-forming. It's definitely addicting. I would say the euphoria that you experience when you're on higher doses is fucking addicting. You really want to use that stuff a lot. And it's just really what you want to do. Like... You'll find excuses to use it everywhere. But this is what happens. Anyways, yeah, so Etizolam, I would say the euphoria feels like, the hot summer day you're going out, almost like when you're out on a date with someone you really love, almost like when you're being hugged by someone you love, almost like that fucking, I'll keep it real, post-nut ejaculation. That great feeling you get after that shit. Like, basically, like, it feels as good as sex. Like, it's fucking crazy how that shit feels. On some real shit, it's crazy. So, yeah, you just feel like a sense of euphoria and, like, just calm rush over you, right? And you just get extremely lazy as fuck. And even that's a high. And then you're happy because you're not doing anything. But in reality, you make yourself depressed slowly on. Into like the abyss of life because you're not really doing anything in your life. You're just fucking getting high on benzos in your fucking room alone, dark and shit. Like, that's where I was, man. I had to get the fuck out of that kind of fucking mentality and fucking goddamn life. And that setting, man, that shit was horrible. But anyways, Etizolam is fucking nice. I would say it is, yeah, top 3 of my benzos. It's actually the first. I would say the second is bromazolam. Third is actually no. Yeah, third is flubromazole. If it wasn't because it lasted so long, it would be top. But Etizolam has for sure the most euphoria I've tried in a benzo. And yeah. It's probably because I have more memories with it. I don't think any benzo has more euphoria. It's the dose. Some benzos are more, like, toxic, I think. Meaning they induce a blackout quicker. So yeah, this is like I think the least toxic because it doesn't induce a blackout right away, but it fucking will. It'll kick your ass. No, like just when you and this is one thing I've noticed about this chemical as well. The Euphoria is so good that you won't even know that you're really high, and you'll think that you're not as high as you are, but you really are. So basically, what that sums up to is compulsive redosing. This drug has very, very bad compulsive redosing. Okay, you'll be feeling like you're fine. You'll want to take more. You'll be feeling like you're kind of coming down. You want to take more, but the whole time it's just the same effect. So really, it's tricking you with this Euphoria. It's tricking you into trying to use more of it. And it's like the devil. You gotta fucking not use any more of it. Because if you do that, oh man, you better not drive or go somewhere fucking do some stupid shit. You'll regret yourself, man. I've seen it. I've read enough stories about that crazy shit of people doing dumb shit. I've never been that person. So honestly, keep your mentality in check. You should be fine. You don't be taking benzos when you have fucking mental problems. They're gonna make it worse, okay? You gotta find something else that'll relieve that tension and anxiety for fucking sure. Like work out or something. That always worked for me. When I was going through my MDMA come downs, I fucking worked out and I busted my ass to get myself happier naturally. So I know you could do it too, okay? And those are intense Molly come downs, okay? Almost took a gram at one night. Or I did take pretty much a gram that night. Half a gram at once. But it's just nasty, okay? Anyways, so benzos are nice. You know, they're good for stimulant come downs. I would say Etizolam is probably the best. It's not going to be as toxic as other benzos, but it will build up toxicity a lot faster because, like I said, it has compulsive redosing. It also has delusion of sobriety tied in with the compulsive redosing. You know, so delusion of sobriety plays a big part of all of these pretty retarded effects that it does to you. It makes you pretty bar-tarded, I'm going to be honest. I remember I was in front of my mom on that shit. She did not like that, man. Hell no. It looked all bad. And I thought I literally felt like I was better, but I knew I was fucked up. But I thought I could make myself look sober, but there's absolutely no way. It's like taking an edible. If you get high enough, you're fucking fucked for the rest of the fucking day. Anyways, yeah, man. Etizolam, Euphoria. I would say it's like a 10 out of 10 for me, man. That shit is so awesome. It feels like a warm blanket. Like you're taking a sauna bath and you're just like laying there and you're just enjoying it, man. That's really the best thing about that chemical. If any of you guys have it, I know you're fucking lucky. You guys are some lucky bastards. I do not have any more of it. Wish I did. Wish I kept some, but obviously I could not keep some of it. You know, that shit was too good. And that was back in my last phase of using RC benzos around 4 months ago. And that shit was not fun, okay? I was in a really bad spot, and I was using that shit to actually escape my life a little bit. I was doing it because I was bored, so really don't get caught up in doing that shit. You know, stay out the house, for sure. It just invites complacency and drug binging, I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, if you had a lot of hobbies and shit to do outside of, you know, you wouldn't be doing drugs a lot, I'm gonna be honest. You wouldn't. You would have to clear all your shit up. You know, you can't. Some things you can maybe hide, but mostly you cannot hide that shit from people. Eventually, it's going to come out. It's like a little demon in the closet. It's going to come out and scare you. But anyways, I know Etizolam is probably going to be available, hopefully again. All right? I really got to get some more of that shit. But who knows, man? The RC benzo scene's kind of fucked. So I'm holding out hope for that. But anyways, Etizolam, man, best. Absolute best. The Euphoria is the best. The effects it gives you, awesome, man. You know, if any of you guys haven't tried it, you definitely have to one day. Hopefully you guys got a chance to. And Etizolam is always going to be my best friend. But, you know, it kind of fucked me over a little bit. So it's just like any other benzo would do, man. Be careful when you're using that stuff, okay? Don't be driving. Don't be doing stupid shit. Don't be thinking that you can get away with stuff either. That's exactly what that stuff makes you feel like. It's bar courage, you know, like it's like liquid courage, but it's a pill or a solution, so it's still liquid courage. So be careful, man. You don't get too encouraged on that shit. You know, you want to not move around too much because it makes you feel like you could do a lot. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys stay tuned for the next one. Peace.